This defense line that was shit. And what I'm talking about
that's the problem. Ateta in the second half. The first half,
what you have
forward.
on paper is a great Arsenal squad. But what happens with the Arsenal squad when they play? They have nothing to show for it. And you see, English pundits, when they watch football or when they talk about football, they really like to highlight the hard work of that player, That's
why they like Declan Rice.
Against, like, see, there's this player that actually I loved a lot that came to the Premier League, and then I think the way the Premier League did not appreciate his talent was part of the reasons why he did not work out.
Talking about one of the greatest players to ever play the game, which for me, I think is the greatest African player to set his foot in the Premier League, Mohamed Salah. Has announced that he's leaving after winning everything and more for Liverpool. This guy, professional, he never had, up until recently, never had any fallout with the club, media, with the club, even the way he's living. I'm sure this could have been, with another club, this would be a whole ruckus because he just signed a new contract last year.
And now he's decided to leave at the end,
So, for Mohamed Salah, man, not to take anything out of him. Amazing footballer, professional. For me, the best African player to set foot in the league. And to me, top 5 in PL history. Salah was in this league with Chelsea. He left to Roma. They brought him from Roma with zero expectations.
To Liverpool, and just
zero expectations, and he blew everybody out of the world. That guy became the most important player for Liverpool. Liverpool had the option to sell money, and this guy, they sold money. Kept Salah. Reasons, this guy, African king, man.
Welcome back, guys, to the Two-Man Press Podcast by Spark Talk.
Welcome, guys.
We missed you guys. We haven't had time to actually banter as much as we would like to. Of course, we're day workers. We have different jobs as well. Ahmed works.
We're hustling.
So we're hustlers, and we'd like to make this more consistent, and we're working towards that. So we'll bring you guys more content as we go on. So we'll just dive right into it. I like to talk about.
That's what you start with.
So, I'll try to be banter-free.
We'll see about that, guys.
How did you feel when you guys lost the EFL Cup final?
To be fair, I won't lie to you, it was not the end of the world. I think you were there, we watched the game together. It's not the end of the world, it's the EFL Cup. I was pained, I won't say I was happy now, I was pained, but at the long time, I didn't lose sleep over it because it's the EFL Cup. 1 out of 4 gone, but hopefully we can get maybe 2, hopefully. I'm more focused on the Premier League.
Do you think that loss now, will have a ripple effect on how you guys now wind down the season, especially with the league, and how you guys don't have, much space or distance to actually slip up from Man City? Do you think that's actually going to give them some kind of,
I think it's more
motivation to catch up?
Of course, it's to give Man City the motivation, but on Arsenal's part, I don't think it's the thing of is to weigh the players down or anything. Because
why don't you think if I lose to my opponent, especially with the way the league is going, just people in second, I'm in first, I lose to them, a match is coming up against them, there's this final we've just played, and I absolutely
I'd rather win the game.
Outclassed and outplayed you guys in final. You'd agree?
The second half, I will agree. The second half, I will agree.
They outclassed and outplayed you guys.
The second half.
The game ended 2-0 with Arsenal having maybe 2 shots on target.
City had 3 shots on target.
And how many goals? And how many goals?
2. They are more clinical than us.
So exactly. So you're saying you're against a team now that feels like they're more clinical. They are now on the up, so to speak, against you guys. Do you think that's going to affect you guys?
My problem is that
forward?
They are on the up, but Arsenal is not on the down. Arsenal has lost 4 games this whole season. This is the 4th game we lost this whole season. After every loss, they have bounced back. So I'm trying to see what would their reaction now be against Bournemouth. That's when I can say, okay, will this have a ripple effect? I don't think it will, to be honest. If it was a 3 points gap at this point, I would say, okay, it would. But the fact that it's 9 points, the game in hand is not points in hand. So the fact that it's 9 points, I think we will have that sort of backlay to sit down and be like, okay.
I think this mentality,
we have room.
And this, relaxed mindset of, think about it. Like you said, you've had this season, every time you've lost, you've bounced back. This part of the season we're talking about now is not the beginning or the middle of the season. It's the end of the season. Teams typically approach the games not like the way they've approached it at the beginning of the season or the middle of the season. You guys have a game against Bournemouth. You have games against Newcastle. You have games against West Ham. These are teams that are typically
Man
City themselves. So you see what I'm saying? And you guys have, if you lose 2 games, which is very possible, or you draw 3 games, you'll put yourself back in like a serious scrap for. And one thing you don't even want to do as an Arsenal fan this season is actually lose this league.
It's not possible. So this league, I've been saying this November. This league has over in November. Don't worry. But the thing is, I get where you're coming from in the sense that there will be some level of pressure. But to be fair, I think I trust these boys to handle it well, man. If it was crazy points, like just 3 points, I'd have seen their panic here and there. But even seeing the way they dealt with the loss, seeing the way they respected the teams, the way they were not throwing tantrums up and down, you could see that, okay,
what
there's a bigger fish to fry.
What tantrum could they throw? They had to sit there or stand there and watch others that have beaten them.
We have seen people throw tantrums in this kind of situation. Let's not act as if
oh my God. Listen,
what
what I'm saying is, or what I'm trying to tell you is, you're right now, believe it or not, you're not on the positive side of things.
Of course, I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that. What do you mean we're not on the positive side of things?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I get you. We are out of one competition in 4. We made it to the final.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, momentum is not on your side, it's on Man City's side.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say, all in all. And until you do something to show that, look, we're taking back momentum.
And I feel, that's what I'm saying. I feel Arsenal will give us that reaction against Bournemouth.
You need that reaction against Man City themselves. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think the game after Bournemouth is the Man City.
Yeah, you need it against Man City.
I feel going to that Man City game, if we beat Bournemouth, Man City beat Chelsea, or whatever happens in that game, going into that Man City game, 9 points clear, I think Arsenal will not lose that game.
So you're going to that, any reduction in the person.
Let me go ask you that question. My point is, going to that game, 6 points clear, and going to that game, 9 points clear. Do you think it has an effect on Arsenal's emotions in the game?
It will, definitely. It's towards the end of the season.
My point exactly. So I feel we're in a better position going to that game 9 points clear. And I feel going to that game at the end of 9 points clear, we're not going to lose to City. But if we go there shaky, then you can collapse.
You guys did not start the first half shaky, do you know?
We didn't. Definitely.
And then what happened?
My coach decided to sit back in the second half. But then again, I don't think it was his fault. When it comes to, I watched the second half, you see, there was no creation. Now midfield was, even Declan Rice didn't have a very good game. Zubimendi, the ball carrier that is going to be turning in the midfield, supposedly replaced Mabate.
Actually, Zubimendi is not your ball carrier in that team. It was supposed to be Declan Rice that was carrying the ball for you guys. He did nothing.
Zubimendi is meant to be the guy receiving the ball from. He's playing by 4.
Yeah.
Replacing Thomas Partey.
6.
What was Thomas Partey's job?
He was one carrying the ball. Now,
not carrying the ball per se. But that's what I'm saying. The ball and turn.
With the profile of those two players, Declan Rice and Zubimendi, the person you expect and the person that does the job now of carrying the ball to the attacking midfielders is Declan Rice. He did not do that
because Zubimendi is not doing it. It's not as if. I get where you're coming from.
Zubimendi is more of the magician.
I don't think Declan Rice had a good game. I don't know, he had an amazing game as well. So I'm not cutting him some slack or anything. But if there's any player I will cut some slack in Arsenal, it's Declan Rice.
So all in all, you don't think that loss is going to be too much of a,
Nah, the fact that it's the EFL Cup, I don't think it's going to be too much of a hassle. If it was something more serious, then I will get it. I watched the interview. They asked Pep Guardiola, which position would you rather be? 9 points clear on the table or here? He said he would take the cup, but he would rather be 9 points clear on the table.
I think that you're
and I understand.
You're focusing during our conversation today. You said something like, you've said it twice or 3 times that you are not actually looking at Arsenal too much. You just know that Man City are not going to have a flawless run towards the end of the season. It is more taking what you should focus on yourself and focus on. You're focusing on another team. Focus on your own self. Are you guys going to win?
I'll focus on myself.
Everything towards the end of the season.
Everything.
Yes.
As all the games.
Yes.
I don't think we'll win all the games. I'm not going to be head over my heels here and say Arsenal will win all the remaining 7 games.
But you want to believe that Arsenal will win more games than Man City?
Yes.
All right.
But the problem now is that I don't even need to win crazy games more than them. I have 7 games to go.
So basically,
I need to win 4.
You don't need to put in as much effort as City.
No, you have to put in. You have to. I don't know as City has to, but I have to put in as much effort as I have to. Because I have to win the league. I'm the one on top. I have to hold my position.
We will see what happens.
So do you think Arsenal will lose the league?
For me, it's a thing of percentage. There's a higher chance of Arsenal winning the league than losing the league as well. I'll say.
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying. But
except
if we know anything, it's Arsenal.
Nothing's going to happen.
If we know anything, you guys, it's Arsenal. They can. Arsenal. If anybody has the characteristics of losers,
I feel
the
hates. I feel for the extent we have reached now, the amount of players we have in this team, the squad depth we have now. Losing that league is not possible. I've been saying this since November. My friends have said, I won this league in November.
This squad depth you guys talk about did not show in that final match against Man City.
We didn't have a 10 in the game.
Well, you just mentioned now that you guys have squad depth. It should not be a problem.
Let's not say it's not a problem, guys.
Ahmed,
Kai Havertz played at 10 in that game.
You said right now that you guys have squad depth. The reason why Kai Havertz played there is because your coach believes he can deliver from there. Correct?
What choice does he have?
And you guys did not deliver. So the squad depth has nothing to have. In fact,
it matters.
do you have a better squad depth than Man City?
Right now, I think so.
So why did you not win?
So. I think so.
So it did not affect the game in any way. Your better squad depth.
We had a better on paper. I expected. We talked before the game.
Yes.
Man City, their defense line was shit. I expected Arsenal to win that game.
This defense line that was shit. And what I'm talking about
that's the problem. Arteta in the second half. The first half.
What you have on paper is a great Arsenal squad. But what happens with the Arsenal squad when they play? They have nothing to show for it. And this
is my problem with you guys saying they have nothing to show for it. You cannot be saying people that are sitting top of the league have nothing to show for it. We are top of the league.
Oh my God. Ahmed, you're top of the league now, right?
We have been top of the league since October.
Have you won the league?
We are 9 points clear. Don't say you say we have nothing to show for it.
Okay, you know what? You have the fact that you're on top of the league
to show for it.
You have the fact that you're on top of every other thing. You're in other competitions as well.
Except the Carabao Cup, that we go to the final.
The important part of these competitions that you're topping, you get there and you don't show anything like you did not show in final.
That's one final. Don't worry, guys. Arsenal, come on, you Gunners. Don't worry.
We'll see what
I'll talk to you in March. I'll talk to you in May. I'll talk to you in May.
There's been a lot of talks about, especially from pundits, when it comes to with Turkish shenanigans.
The showboating.
What do you think about that? In football nowadays, I've seen it time and time again.
I have no issue with the ball juggling. Showboats, man. Like football is meant to entertain people.
Exactly.
I don't think it should be. When he did it, Guardiola did the whole. I'm like, bro.
English pundits and English fans, let me not say English fans.
English fans, actually, they over-exaggerate.
I think they particularly like this whole hard work rather than the talent thing. I know that, yes, hard work is great, but it's football. There's a reason we watch it.
Player, like, even though Neymar doing flicks and everything, we enjoyed watching it. We didn't call it.
I've forgotten the name of this guy that I was talking about.
Martinelli the other time using back to control, but
saying he will take Saka over Neymar. I'm forgetting the podcast.
That's a mad person. Some people have mental problems. If you take Saka over Neymar, let's be.
I'm saying, like, I don't understand where they, especially you see English pundits when they watch football or when they talk about football, they really like to highlight the hard work of that player.
That's why they like the club.
Against like, see, there's this player that actually I loved a lot that came to the Premier League, and then I think the way the Premier League did not appreciate his talent was part of the reasons why he did not work out. Ndombele that came to Tottenham.
Oh, that that guy. I thought it was the Arturo region.
Let me tell you something. That guy
amazing footballer,
proper footballer. But every time the pundits are talking about him, they don't give that part of his talent grace. And even right now, I
think it's an English thing. The Czech zone, I don't think the ball jogging, I don't think that shenanigans was. I don't think there was anything there. But the other part of did you see when he was on the ground smiling to the fans, and when he was rolling on the ground and he smiled to the fans?
It's part of the football.
That part,
you guys would have done it. That part as well.
No, I've been in the wrong position. I've been in,
and you've not done that.
Rolling on the floor. Rolling on the floor is not the issue. Okay. Like you waste time.
Exactly.
But the reaction to the fans and everything. But then again, it's football, man.
It's football. This is why we watch it. It's
part of the entertainment.
English pundits, calm down.
That's why we enjoy it.
All
I would say, to check is, don't worry. We know they forget. Don't worry. We know they forget.
If you like, no forget. They will still run you.
All I say, we should be humble. Don't worry. You know what's happen.
I can't wait for that second.
Yo, that game is going to be massive.
I'd like to watch that match with you again.
Don't worry. We're active.
All right.
We're active, guys. We'll see. Talking about one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Which for me, I think is the greatest African player to set his foot in the Premier League. Mohamed Salah has announced that he's leaving after winning everything and more for Liverpool. This guy single-handedly rejuvenated this Liverpool squad.
Single-handedly?
Not single-handedly per se, but it was one of the main factors that rejuvenated this Liverpool
squad. Not to take anything away from him, you're very correct.
6-7 years in Liverpool. Amazing guy. This guy, professional, he never had, up until recently, never had any fallout with the club, media, with the club, even the way he's living. I'm sure this could have been, with another club, this would be a whole ruckus because he just signed a new contract last year.
And now he's decided to leave at the end,
So, for Mohamed Salah, man, not to take anything out of him, amazing footballer, professional. For me, the best African player to set foot in the league. And to me, top 5 in PL history.
I dare say that Mohamed Salah had the most consistent run of any African in the Premier League.
Most consistent run of any player in the Premier League. This guy had 5 seasons with 20 goals.
Back to back.
This guy last season.
So definitely, Mohamed Salah will be
highest goals, highest assist as well.
Mohamed Salah will be a very huge loss
Twice.
for Liverpool, but I don't think with Liverpool's recruitment right now, they would, kind of miss him too much. I thought that Liverpool would actually, miss Trent a lot.
Do you think they don't? Liverpool is sitting 60
they're not doing the greatest now, but I'm saying they're not looking so bad without him. I
didn't watch Liverpool games.
No, I'm telling you, like, they have this guy, what's his name? Is it Bradley? Yeah, Bradley. And he's not...
He barely plays.
He does play.
This guy plays Szoboszlai on the right back instead of playing Bradley. Do you understand?
That's true, actually. That's true. I'm saying, yeah, they might miss him, but I'm not saying it's going to be like a hole in the team.
I feel right now, because Mohamed Salah he has aged. This season has not been his best season. He has been on everybody knows he's on the downward trajectory now.
And that's what I'm saying, like, right now, Mohamed Salah...
I feel he should have left in the summer safe.
Yeah, he's not the greatest in the team right now, and they're playing mid the way they are playing now.
But they're not because of him. That's what
but I'm saying they will get better. So when he leaves, it's not going to be like a huge thing. Like, oh, we miss. They are used to how they play now.
I feel they'll miss him, but
they are used to how they play now already.
Because I feel Liverpool, they had a way of tappering out of their... See, first season they sold Firmino, sold Mane, they tapered out and they...
It's what I'm saying as well. I'm not saying they will not miss a huge player like Salah. Of course, he's immense for them, or he has been immense and has always been immense for them. I'm saying Liverpool has a way of, actually like just enduring and then becoming okay.
I feel like Liverpool are going to go through a whole meltdown, not because of Salah, just because of the way their squad is at the moment.
You think they will actually just...
I don't think they are going to go on a crazy run like they did before.
Right? I don't think so. I think Liverpool is actually going to face a serious downtime next season.
Exactly. I think this is the beginning of their downtime. They're already 6 on the league. So I think this is the beginning of their downtime.
Liverpool's downtime, what would you call this for Chelsea?
Chelsea is also Chelsea. You never know what's happening. The fact that Chelsea fans, just to touch on Chelsea, the fact that you guys are not rioting, it shows that you guys don't want
For me, that's
they say we stop calling them world champions now. They've had enough. They don't want it again.
Anyways, yeah. So I think Liverpool definitely will miss Salah, but they will eventually be fine.
I need to give that guy his flowers, though. That guy is top 5 in the Premier League, no matter what anybody wants to say to me. Consistent.
I was listening to the
He's up there.
Gary Neville podcast where they have I've forgotten the name of this podcast.
Really, I think they
should have. And then
they're coming here tomorrow.
Oh,
Gary Neville podcast.
Are you serious?
3 Arena.
Oh wow. Anyways, he was saying something about Gary Neville asked Jamie Carragher his all-time Liverpool players list, and he had Salah on 6th.
Those guys, man.
But he then asked him also all-time Premier League, and then he put Salah 2nd. That's like, what are you saying,
what are you really talking about?
What are you
doing? The numbers
there?
Salah has produced, just the numbers alone, they can't lie. They can't lie. That guy, he deserves more credit than he's gotten at the moment.
You know what?
And this same Jamie guy, you're that guy that was saying AFCON this, AFCON that. That guy sometimes.
I think after Ronaldo and Thierry Henry, for me, when it comes to attackers, I think Mohamed Salah.
And let me not bust your head. Even the Ronaldo and Titi, numbers, bro. The only thing Titi has over Mo Salah is that assist record.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Being honest here, I'm an Arsenal fan.
The reason why I'll take Henry.
Let's not take it away.
Me, I like numbers are great in football, but you need to watch both of them to pick a better footballer.
That's the eye test.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Titi passes the eye test.
That's the same reason why, apart from eye test, Ronaldo is way greater than Thierry Henry. Henry is great as well, but that's why I'm picking 1, 2. But if you now pick eye test,
Premier League,
yes.
Ronaldo's major part of his career was Real Madrid, though. Let's not think.
Yeah, there was this
Premier League.
There was this show where they actually impute like the best 3 seasons of all these players, and they kind of computed it, put it like in a system to actually generate points. The best 3 seasons in the Premier League, because for instance now, Mohamed Salah has played how many seasons in the Premier League? Like 8, whatever.
8.
Henry played how many? So you cannot really use those. You need to bring their best seasons. So the 3 best seasons, now collate it and then pick the best players. When they did that, it was Ronaldo first, Henry second.
I'll take Ronaldo because of legacy, but generally speaking,
In the Premier League,
I think
Henry actually did more for the Premier League.
Henry did more for the Premier League, exactly. But generally speaking, Salah is up there with those guys, man.
Yeah, Salah is third for me. I'm thinking of
those guys.
I'm thinking of who I'm not picking as third now, and I cannot.
A lot of people were saying, okay, was Ronaldo? They were saying, what's this Newcastle guy, Alan Shearer and friends? It's tough, but nah.
See, when you even I didn't watch Alan Shearer as much, of course. He scored an immense amount of goals, but you still watch all these people, and then you know that it's the same reason why this season we're not talking about Haaland as the PFA player of the year. That's all goals.
Another reason why I give it to Salah is Salah was in this league with Chelsea.
Exactly.
He left to Roma. They brought him from Roma with zero expectations
to Liverpool, and just blew
with zero expectations, and he blew everybody out of the work. That guy became the most important player for Liverpool. Liverpool had the option to sell money, and this guy they sold money. Kept Salah. Reasons, this guy, African king, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Salah, and wish you.
I know everybody has an idea of where he's going to.
Where?
I think we'll go to Saudi now.
Oh, of course.
I think all roads lead to Saudi, but let's wait and see.
Maybe one more league outside England, and then
that guy's going to Saudi
outside England in Europe, and then do something.
Well, good luck for him,
Saudi.
man. I wish him all the best.
Good luck to Salah, and I do not wish Liverpool fans good luck anyway. So
Liverpool, good luck, good luck. So far just the start.
So far just the start.
So I watched the France game.
That was actually an interesting game.
France versus Brazil.
Very interesting game.
I looked at that squad.
Who's squad particularly?
The French squad.
Okay.
I looked at first. Have you heard their song?
I heard that song.
That's cool.
I heard the song. Everybody's on about the song now, but it's not about song. Come and win the World Cup first. But yeah,
fair enough. Looking at their lineup, they are forward. They have Mbappe, they have Cherki, they have Dembele, they have Doué, they have Olise, they have who else? They have Ekitike, they have Bakola, he was not called up, but he's because he's injured. That's 7 players. These guys,
they have the Thuram brothers.
They have Thuram, bro. That's
Thuram brothers. So
8 forwards. Who do you think should be the starting front 3?
I can actually find picking this front 3 very easy for myself.
Out of these 8 players?
Yes, I find it very easy. So it will be 4-2-3-1, of course. And then, so we're talking about the 3-1 in front now.
Yeah.
So
now you're giving 4 players in front?
Yes, 4 players in front.
10, okay.
Yes, 4 players in front. It will be, on the right-hand side, I will take Dembele. Behind the striker, I will take Olise, and they can interchange.
Okay, I was about to say that because Dembele, I think is more...
Yeah, they can interchange. Dembele can play that as well. And then on that side there, right now, just like they started yesterday, I'll take Ekitike or Cherki.
Does Cherki play from that side?
He can, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's that kind of player. But
he play Mbappe
very
9.
Technical, then play Mbappe 9. Simple. It's not that difficult.
I feel it's that difficult too. Left to me, I'm going to start Dembele.
On the left or right?
At 10.
10, okay, behind the striker then.
Play Olise, 7.
Yeah.
Then that 11 now is a bit tricky for me. Sorry, scratch that. I'll play Dembele 11, play Olise 7. Exactly.
You know, in my own,
just because Dembele is both footed.
Both is ambidextrous.
Olise is the same thing. To be fair, I think I'll put those 2. Then I'll play Cherki 10 and put Mbappe up front. The
reason why I put Dembele on this side is he's ambidextrous. Both legs, he can just cut in, shoot. He can do both. The game yesterday, he was the one that actually gave Mbappe that assist.
Yo, see that pass.
Sweet assist.
Bro, see that pass.
So he can do anything from there. I don't think it will be that difficult, because if you're in the France squad, for instance, and you see the list comes out and you're seeing Dembele starting, Olise starting, Ekitike starting, and Mbappe starting, you cannot in good faith have any problem. You cannot say,
anybody they start.
You cannot say, oh, this coach, I'm doing. Who are you doing better than in that lineup?
Facts.
So that's what I'm saying. I'll pick those people for what they're doing right now, for how they're playing right now. But you cannot, especially Olise. You cannot take that guy out of any squad right now.
Dembele, it's Ballon d'Or holder. You can't take him out either.
So that's why both of them
highest goal scorer in the world at the moment.
That's why both of them are start. So yeah, it's not that difficult for me. So yeah, those are my, that's my starting line.
I think. But what team do you think you are supporting for the World Cup? Me, I'm supporting France, so I want them to bring it home. Je parle français
for the World Cup. Who am I supporting? I always like the German squad. I know it doesn't look like it, and it's kind of like, out of.
They have been trying to recover for years.
I
now.
always like the
Let's-
German squad. They always, especially, see, one of my favorite players right now is Musiala. I think
Musiala is not really on form right now.
I
either.
dare say he dribbles like me or I dribble like him.
It's a close control.
I like all those kind of.
Perfect,
I
close
like
control.
it. I like him too much, and he's humble. He's hardworking.
He's
He's
young,
young.
yeah,
so
fair enough.
I like Musiala. And then people don't really pay attention to this guy. Wirtz as well is very good. Is it Wirtz?
He's good in Germany, but
Yeah.
Liverpool.
So
is
those
not-
like I like, and then they have every time they play, they always have good defensive structure. So I think
they have Rudiger at the back.
Yeah.
But to be fair, man, they're up there as well. But let's see. There are a lot of teams in this World Cup you need to watch out for. France is one of them. Portugal is one of them.
definitely. I don't know how I
What
forgot
about
Portugal.
Portugal?
Anyway,
Exactly.
I don't know how I forgot. I think Portugal is also my.
Yo.
I'll tip them to win as well.
Germany is one of them.
What am I saying? Why am I tipping? When my guy is there, you know what? Scratch that.
Go Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes winning the World Cup.
They are coming out in the group stage. Don't worry. But fair enough. I'm rooting for France.
Why didn't you
if
call-
France doesn't want, if France
Why-
doesn't do
why did
anyhow,
you call England?
give it to my English
Why did you
boys.
call
That's what I'm
England?
about to say. If France do anyhow, give it to my English boys.
I mean,
You should bring it up.
If England wins the World Cup, I will shave the middle of my head.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Baki, take
England
notes.
is out.
Heard it here first.
Shave the middle of my head like this England.
And with that, guys, we're going to be signing out from today.
guys.
Happy to see you guys. See you guys next week.
Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, repost,
Everything.
comment, do everything.
Let's argue, guys.
And then
Spark
we'll see you
talks.
guys very soon. We'll invite people. So see you guys. Bye. Peace.